Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, fake game, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need bad energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah. In the scene like GOT. Stay away.
Hello. Okay, so we have been having a time and a half with Restream tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's glitching like crazy. It wouldn't let me in the stream, and then just now, it wouldn't let me. It's weird. I don't know if they're updating it or doing something with it, and it's causing it to glitch. But I created the stream, and oddly enough, I put the stream up, and then I went out to go get some, and I couldn't get back in the stream. Like the stream was non-existent, but I had already started it, so it was live. But when I went to the back end on the back, the backstage, it no longer existed, but it existed because it was live. And I'm like, okay, so how am I supposed to access this thing? You know what I mean? It was funny. So either way, we made it through.
We're in. Yes.
Let's just keep moving forward. I know I'm late, so I don't
Buddha
know. Is
said,
that
no
Buddha?
worries. She said, we
Buddha.
here. I was like, oh my goodness. I was trying to
I've
look for
literally
it.
been trying to get in this damn stream for 45 minutes.
Hmm.
Well, since 8 o'clock.
First, it wasn't showing up. So then I found it on there. Like I found it under a different tab, and then it was gone.
I don't
It
know.
was weird.
Go figure. But thank you for trying to help out, baby. I appreciate that.
I don't
I
know much. You're the editor, so I was just there for moral support.
I ultimately ended up just saying the hell with it and typing to restream chat rep, and I'm like, yeah, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean?
You know what it
So
is? They know we're taking over Tuesday, so they don't want us on YouTube because we're taking over.
is that what it is? And the funny thing is, it showed up, and then the restream customer service rep was like, "Okay, send me a screenshot of what's happening." I'm like, "Okay, it's okay. I
It's
see it
always there
now."
when they ask for a screenshot, you
Yeah, so
know?
I'm like, okay, it must have been glitching or something because apparently I thought she fixed it, but
Son
she
of a
didn't even know.
glitch.
All right, so let's get into it. I'm already running late, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's
So
do this thing.
this week we woo, what is going on with these two, man? Wait a minute, where's my thumbnail? Oh, okay, there it is. What is going on with these two? They are gonna go to blows before it's all over with. And Mahmoud has finally said the words, okay, I want a divorce. But she had no right to shove him. But you know what? We're not even gonna get into it right now. Those of you that are in here that are still in here, please smash that like button. Like Buddha always says, thank you, Buddha. I appreciate you, the best moderator on earth, girl.
Yes,
Smash the
she
like
is.
button, share it, tell people, hey, they're live, they're in here. I don't know what happened, but they're live now. Share the stream, get some people in here so we can talk about these crazy ass folks.
You got to
Um,
show me how to make her a moderator on mine. I don't even know how to do it.
Okay. We will take care of that. Buddha Meatless Monday. She's got to be. We've got to be on that live for us to do it. So next Monday, if you're at Meatless Monday, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click it because she's got to actually be on the live in the chat, and then you click her name and hit add moderator.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to be during the live stream. So, and she's been
Okay.
coming the past couple weeks. So, You know what I mean? So
She
there
might
you go,
come
Buddha.
again if
You
I didn't.
moderating everything, girl. All right,
Buddha said they
so
need
yeah,
to
even if
call
you
it
just
quits.
poke your head in, so we can go ahead and at least make you a moderator, even if you can't stay. Would you say, honey?
I'll meet you there. Get it?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
Buddha
so
said she needs to call it quits, or they need to call it quits.
yeah, they do. They really do. I don't understand what's happening. So you know what? I clicked on them by accident. So I tell you what, let's just go ahead and talk about them. Let me see here. Where is that picture I had of her in that crazy ass
It's bathing suit.
swimsuit?
I knew where you were going. I didn't even see the picture.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold up. I know I put it in here.
Hey, Janetta, welcome, welcome. Next
Hey,
week we're gonna
Janetta.
see Dawn over here, J&J Video, in an upgraded chair. Welcome, Janetta. Mom has hooked her up.
Janetta. Okay, you know what? We're not even going to play this game. I'm going to go get the picture.
Okay, we're talking
And
about, if you just joined in, or maybe you were already listening, we were talking about Nicole and Mahmoud. Did I say it right? I've been saying it like my mood, like my mood is his mood is getting real bad. Like I felt like so all over the place with this one. I'll wait until you're ready for our comments, but it was like, first it was like, okay, he's being really nice, and then all of a sudden he got real like ticked off, and then he was nice, and then
well,
it
see,
was
he claims
crazy.
it was because he didn't want to piss her off when she asked, "Was there should I wear anything under it?"
I
And
feel
he just storms off. But he claims it was because he didn't want to say something that was going to piss her off, which I've noticed her gaslight him a lot. She'll set him straight up. She'll start talking and arguing about everything. And he's notice a lot of the arguments. All you hear Mahmoud saying is, "Sweetie, I don't want to fight. I love you. I love you. I don't want to fight. Can we not fight about this today? Can we just do this today?" No, well, we're gonna have to talk about it, Mahmoud. I mean, you can't keep avoiding it. We're gonna have to talk about it. And then she asked him to put the bathing suit on. What kind of dumb shit is that?
that
Like,
would have
why
been
would he
funny.
put on a woman's bathing suit,
That's Gabe,
Nicole?
right? Oh
You
no,
know?
wrong way. That was the other way around. But here's my thing I think is going on. She is half in, like she's not all in with the whole religion thing. And I think she's kind of a little bit sarcastic.
A little.
Like, are we
She
thanking
resents him.
him? Like, I
She
don't
resents
think
him because he gets to wear
she
what he wants to wear, and there's no bullshit about it. But there's all these rules thrown on her. Well, that's what you signed up for. If you didn't want to play the game, you should have read the rules first before signing up.
Yep. She definitely, I think it's starting to like wear on him too, and he's very embarrassed when she gets into it with him
Oh,
around
she
the
straight up
public.
shoved his ass this time. There was no, it was, she put her hands on him, and
How
that's
about
a
him
no no.
saying,
I
"We
don't give
want
a shit what country you're in. That's a no no.
you come home 5 minutes? I'll give you 5 minutes, or we're getting a divorce." So, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I loved it.
What do you guys think in the chat? I know Buddha said earlier they need to call it quits. That's probably the whole bottom line.
You
That's
are
the
on
end
point with
result.
that, Buddha.
I'm telling you, Janetta has given us a little smiley with the hands up. I just think this is never. I don't see how it
Okay.
can work. I think they have a toxic relationship.
It's
Nicole bit off. Oh,
extremely
Buddha said
toxic.
Nicole bit off more than she can chew in this relationship, but they both need to remove themselves because it's becoming toxic. Yeah, it's gonna get physical. I mean, he seems like he can control himself, but the way he was looking with that, I guess, was he smoking a cigarette or something in that looked like a laundry room? I don't know where he was, but when he walked away from her, he looked like he was about to explode.
He looked like he was gonna smack the hell out of her, and it was like, he's got a lot of restraint. Because I know a couple of them dudes probably would have hauled off and backhanded her. Okay, so This is Nicole in all of her splendor.
I
And this is, look at the defiant look on her face. Like, this is her, this is how I'm supposed to look. This is how I'm gonna look.
So here's the point though where I say half in, she's wearing it, but then she won't wear the head thing. And then the second thing is it might have been better, wouldn't have messed like got her hair wet, but anyway,
Mhm.
it looks like
I think it looks cool.
she doesn't look happy about it though. It's like she's putting the bathing suit on. If you're going to do it, then get into it. Like that's the problem, and he senses that everything is a struggle for her, and I think he does love her and doesn't want her to be unhappy. So I think he's trying to push her away
I
because
do
of that.
too. I do too,
She looks
Jen.
like a shell of herself in that burkini. Oh my
She
gosh.
looks really pissed off that she's got to wear that and it's got to cover her
Yeah.
head. And she said, "Okay, you know what? I'll compromise. I'll wear the suit, but I'm not covering my head." I
It's
told him I
almost like
wasn't doing
she's
that.
naked though to them with that not covering her head.
Yeah, definitely.
Buddha said, "Look at the stress in her eyes." Yeah, she's very
I
like
know.
she's very uneasy and it's like she's mad at herself and she's taking it out on him that she even got herself into this almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's saying he chose me. No, you're the one that walked in the rug shop
You know
and
how far
said
away
there's
from
a
your home
cute
you are?
cute guy with muscles. Yeah, I don't think he chose you. You're in his country. You walked in his store, scoped him out, said, "Wow, he's cute. I want to hook up with him." Next thing you know, you guys are getting married a few days later. He didn't choose you, you chose him. And the thing with her is she's very superficial. It's all about how somebody looks. Even in the middle of their arguing, when she first sat down at the pool, she's like, "Oh, you look so cute." And he's like, "You look cute." She's like, "No, I don't like what I got on, but you look really like, you know what I mean?" And then when he tried to
Mhm.
take his shirt off, which guys normally do at a swimming pool, they don't swim in their t-shirts, they take their shirt off and they got their swimming trunks on. And he's like, "I'm gonna go ahead." First of all, he asked her, which was a no-no. Don't ask her shit. She's gonna take the upper hand if you ask her. He's got, "Can I, you mind if I take her?" Well,
That's
no,
going to
why do you
start a
need to
fight
take
right
off your
there.
shirt? It did. She's like, "Well, why do you need to take that off?" He's like, "Because I'm not allowed to wear it in the pool." She said, "Well, I guess if you're not allowed to wear it, then don't wear it." She
Buddha
wanted
said,
him to be dressed up like she was. She
"Yeah,
thinks if she's got to do it, then he's got it. This is not America. You can't do that. Men have different, a different, it's a different class system over there. And if she went over there, she should have taken all of this into consideration. She had already lived through it. So what did she think while she came back to the US? They went and set up and said, "Okay, guys, Nicole's coming back. So let's go ahead and change the rules of India and of Egypt. And let's go ahead and rearrange the Quran and the Muslim faith so that when she comes back, she's comfortable." No, they're not doing that shit. It's the same shit you dealt with before. Why did you go back? Is my question.
It's like to me, okay, you know how like in America when you go to church, you're not supposed to wear like a tank top and cut off shorts or something. When you go to church, you're supposed to dress nice. And it would be like him saying, "Okay, I'll wear a suit, but I'm going to wear my underwear too." Like, you know what I mean? I feel like she's like, "Okay, I'll wear the bathing suit, but I'm not covering the head," when that's like one of the
Right.
most important things it seems like to them. And then she said Buddha said they chose each other. They just need to admit it was a mistake. And she said, "I
Yes.
think some of these women need to explore the UK or Canada if they want similar rules." Right. They're going to
I
like
agree. Why do
opposite.
they keep going to these have like orthodox Muslim countries where they're not willing to abide by, their set of laws and things that they live by? So here's where Nicole gives into him. She's like, "Okay, let's go ahead and learn how to do the prayer." And he says, "Yeah, let me go ahead. I'm supposed to be teaching you this anyway." She's like, "Okay, yeah, I want to learn that." And the first thing she says is, "He's got a beautiful voice." The way that he's saying
Oh
that, I've
yeah.
never heard him do that before. What? She wasn't into the faith. She was into his singing voice and how cute he is. You know, it's like she's like this little kid with a shiny new toy. And
I
Mahmoud's
just thought about.
like, I'm not a shiny new toy. This is my life. This is who I am. And you can't have one thing. You can't have the cute, singing Muslim Imam Mahmoud without all of these things. You have to do the prayer. You have to dress this way. You have to eat this. You have to not eat that. I come with all of that. So if you want the cute Mahmoud and all that, then it comes with all of this.
Right.
And she's not willing to do that. So yeah, you're right, Buddha. They did choose each other, and unfortunately they got to split up. It went from this right here. This is how the day started. Okay, and then the next thing you know, there she's in the swimming pool, and then we the last time we see them, they're in the middle of this shit here, and she claims off camera, convenient, awfully convenient how we don't see it. He got an attitude with her.
You know,
Do you guys believe that?
I don't know. I feel like now they're starting to have like such miscommunication because my thing is, I was just getting ready to say when you were talking about them choosing people from India, the fact that the men seem Americanized in a sense, or they don't seem that strict with religion because they're meeting a girl online. They're even dating an American girl. If they were super traditional, they'd be in an arranged marriage or something, or dealing with somebody only in their religion. So I think what throws off these American women is when they go over there, like what happened with, what's her name, that Jenny and Rishi or whatever, and then it just happened
Mm-hmm.
with, um, these two, and then Debbie, even with Osama. They're all like, oh no, we have to live with my family, and you have to wear the thing over your head, and you got to cook for everybody, and and you can wear
Right.
this, do this, don't do that. They're like, okay, I thought you were different. And it's like, no, they're not. If you're going to their country, that's how they were. They just didn't tell you
This is
right
who
up
they
front,
are.
but they're going to end up with it. Buddha said, I've actually had a man from India who loved my humor and looks. He told me if his mother found out he liked me, she would want him to marry me because she was looking for a wife. I was like, oh no, LOL, because I only seen him as a
Was it
friend.
Rishi?
Hey, Dolly. Dolly Bush is in the
Dolly
house.
Bush. What's up, honey? We went through some issues, but we're here. Restream glitched out on us, so we were having an issue trying to get on, but we're here now. Glad that you made it. Yeah, dude. Was it Rishi Buddha?
Yeah.
Parents trying to arrange the marriage. But yeah, I feel bad for these two. And when he stormed off and said, listen, if you don't come with me, we're getting divorced. And she said, get the F out of my face. I'm tired of you. I don't want to deal with you anymore. And he walked over to the producers and handed in his microphone. I knew he was done then because he's never done that.
Mm-mm.
So I'm pretty sure Mahmoud is done, especially after her shoving him like that. His family won't probably allow him to continue to be with her, especially if it gets out that she did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she did it in broad daylight out in the streets where everybody could see it. And that was the issue he had with it. It's like, okay, if we're gonna fight, let's do it behind closed doors. This definitely is a no-no. We don't fight in the streets like that here.
Yeah.
You like a woman doesn't yell at her man like that in this country. We don't do that. And she's like, I don't give a shit. She was walking off. That's another thing. They don't walk off and turn their back on their husbands either.
Mm-hmm.
And she does that constantly. So, and here's the thing, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Nicole for being who she is. That's who she is, and she deserves to be herself. My thing is, stop trying to force him. Like the thing she's accusing him of is what she's doing. She's trying to change Mahmoud because she's not willing to change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I
It's not fair to him either.
exactly. And it feels like that I noticed one thing in their conversations over the last couple of weeks or to the camera. He has said, I don't want her to be here if she's unhappy, but she's never said anything about his feelings. So I think he's at the point where he knows it's best for both of them, whether she loves him and he loves her or not. I really feel like, but
Yeah.
then who knows, 5 minutes later, he's gonna be, I love you. I love you.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Somebody's got to be the voice of reason. Maybe his mom or one of the family members can step in and say, "Hey, listen, I know you guys want to try to work this out, but yeah, it's y'all really need to go ahead and call it quits because this is just not working." Somebody needs to be the voice of reason. If it's not going to be one of them, then somebody needs to intervene or do an intervention and be like, "Listen, you two are toxic. You are going to somebody's one of y'all going to
Pastor
kill each
Cal on
other."
here.
Yeah. Or Dr. Pepper, right?
Buddha said, "I wish I might take that one, but he'd be coming over here. I like my personal essentials. Thank you very much." Yeah, that's just talking about the arranged the getting married to the Indian dude.
Talking about Rishi.
And Dolly said Nicole should have learned about his religion before she went over there. I am totally with you, Dolly. That
That's all I'm saying,
she
Dolly.
shouldn't have went
That's
over
all
there
I'm saying.
again after and went returned when she left and got out of there because she wasn't happy. It was
Well, we
so
know the
weird.
definition of insanity, okay? Continuing to do the same stuff over and
She's
over
a little
again
bit
and
off.
expecting something different to happen. It's like Nicole, it's the same shit that went on before. Nothing changed.
Something's not right with her.
No. And what show came on? Hey, do you guys watch Return to Amish? Is that not Nicole's twin on that show or what? Nicole has a twin on
Did you find the pic?
Return to Amish.
Did
What?
you bring a picture of that?
I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
No,
I
no,
thought you
no,
were about to
no.
hit
But
us with it.
no. I should have taken a picture of that girl. I could not get her. I grabbed Jen. I was like, Jen, oh my God. She was in a different room
Like,
at the time. I'm like, honey, come here. You gotta see this. And she's like, I think I think Sauceaholic was right. They are bots.
paid actresses on
A
every
bunch of
show,
them.
right? Now playing
I mean,
Nicole. Nicole.
she legit looked just like Nicole. All right, so who else we got here? So we got Jen and Rishi, and I got to give it up for old Rishi. This was a boss move right here.
Hmm.
Even though there's no weight behind it, because we see in a preview next week that he's sending half naked pictures to her buddies. I think that one of the reasons he did that was because he
She
knew.
was
I think
leaving.
he knows. Yep.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
knew it. Everything there was him saying he's not willing, he's not telling the parents, he's not doing this. Soon as she's like, "Okay, I got to go." He's like, "Want to get married? Like, let me string you along another
Right.
couple years again."
Right. Hey, let's get married. Let me be the man in this relationship and get out on one knee and give you the ring. And oh, you gotta go. Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh
by the
well,
time
Well, here's the ring.
is she going to tell the parents before she returns again? Rishi's trying to step up, Buddha said. Yeah, we'll see. I'll give it to
He's
him.
trying,
He's
but
a
he's
good guy,
trying
but
like I like
I
Rishi.
do
Don't get me
too.
wrong, but Rishi's got a lot of shit with him,
I think
and the
his
fact that
culture
he
is getting in
waited.
his way too of being truly with her.
Yeah, in the way that she wants to be with. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So she said, "There's no way I'm getting in the kitchen cooking with mom and all of that stuff. We're not gonna be, we're not gonna be living with your family. We're not doing all that."
It's funny how the things change. Their problems they thought they had wasn't going back to America. Now they got 99 problems and she's going
And a
home.
ring ain't one.
Uh,
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Is this the one? Okay, so now we got her. She's made it back home. And this is her sitting at the table with her family, and she's describing to them what happened. She's saying, "Hey, he proposed, but the brother's not going for it. The brother, Tim's vocal twin, is not going for it." You know what I mean? So he's like, I don't believe it. He's asking you to marry him, but I don't believe it. And I think maybe he might be right. What's going on with next week's preview? Why is he sending her buddy half naked pictures?
Buddha said, I think Jen's homegirl is jelly. She's trying to everything to get her to stay. Mind you, he has 11,000 followers. I wouldn't be surprised at how many women have in that picture. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes the
Right.
friends don't want people to be happy either. But the
Uh-huh.
brother is, I feel like if they knew Rishi, like when we saw him crying that she was leaving, and he's, maybe if they got to know him, she should do
Yeah.
some video calls or something. Like she just keeps it separate. Of course he's gonna think, "Oh, now you're home after, you know, all this time we were gonna be there and something's shady." Like they think he's shady and she ain't right either. There's something wrong with her. I think everybody's crazy. This She's another one that didn't read her I'm like, how did you not know you packed up your whole life to go over there and get married? Like her and Debbie.
And that the visa was only a month long visa. Where did she pull 4 months from out of the air? Like, what the hell? Why would she think it was 4 months when it was actually only 1 month? Like, where did she like legit get that from?
The brother may have some points, Buddha said, but her homegirl is weird.
Yeah, the homegirl may be interested in Rishi herself, right?
Hmm.
Trying to set them up for failure so she can move in for the kill after they break up, you know? But I tell you what, Jen seems like the type that'll beat that ass if she tries that. Because I saw a side of Jen when she was dealing with Rishi that I didn't think was in there. But because when the girlfriends were talking to her, well, I'm going to give it a shot. When she gets over to Rishi, why haven't you told your parents?
Hmm.
Hello, who's this Jen? You
Hmm.
know,
She
I'm like, where'd
flipped
you
out.
come
I'll tell you
from?
that
Where'd that
insecurity.
backbone come from? Why didn't you have that with your girlfriends? You know, but yeah. So I don't know. And notice who's missing. We haven't seen Deer since that first couple of episodes when she was talking about I used to hang out with him and
Hmm.
what happened to Deer? Did they take him off the radar?
They're going to
Well,
America.
did we catch on to it?
Hmm.
Yeah, well, you know what? If it doesn't work out with her and Rishi, maybe she might try to hit him up.
She just really likes these. I feel like she's looking for something different or
Looking for Mr.
something
Goodbar.
because she should just be like, I don't know. It seems
She's looking for Mr. Egyptian
the
Goodbar.
brother's like, are you trying to find Mr. Right when good enough for right now is at the corner bar? Remember
At the corner bar. Remember Serendipity?
that?
That was good. I love that movie. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section about Jen and Rishi. You think they're gonna make it? Do you think that Jen is gonna make it back? And do you think that their relationship will hold up? Despite all of these pictures and things that it looks like he's gonna be sending out. Do you think that they're gonna hold up? I hope so. Because honestly, I'd like to see them do well. I like them as a couple
I just don't
when they're getting
see
along.
logistically how that's gonna work out. I just have a bad like feeling about Submit and Jenny. This is gonna end up where he's married to some other chick by the time she comes and just not telling us, and he's living like a double life or something. I don't know. I hope not. But he's like he seems really nice. Like he doesn't want to hurt her and he doesn't want to hurt his
Yeah.
family. So I feel like he's gonna try some way to do both or something. I don't know. I just see him pulling some weird stuff like that.
And her finding out about it and hitting the
Or
fan,
the
boy.
family coming to kidnap him and stuff.
Oh my God. All right, so next we got Gabe and Isabel. I don't know. You know, I thought it was cute that they went on the little horse ride.
Dolly
I
said
think that's
Rishi
a
seemed
picture of it.
serious before Jen left. Yeah, I just wanted to get that in before we moved on. He did seem. I thought the tears in his eyes were really cool in the last scene too. Oh my goodness, that camel! Please, I'm not ready yet. We're still on Gabe.
Ah, let me see. Is that it? I'm so blind. Nope. You guys are getting sneak peeks at my pics here.
We like it. We're getting
Okay, so did
inside
all the Gabe
information.
pictures
We
disappear?
know what's coming in the future.
All right. Well,
Restream's being
I tell
really
you
mean
what.
to you tonight. This evening is not Restream's night. There we go.
Okay, so yeah. Um, so they go on a nice little horsey back ride. Okay, and then they get to the table, and Gabe looks over at Isabel and says, "Well, we got something important that we want to talk to y'all." Right here, I know that his heart had to be in his stomach and hers too.
But did it end up going off because I was sleeping by this time?
It did. Okay,
I
so
knew
what
it.
he ended up doing was that's him with the translator right there. He tells them, dude, I have to admit, man, that's just some good ass surgery, right? That straight up looks like a dude.
Mhm.
Like, to think that that used to be a woman.
Mhm.
I mean, the testosterone shots really do their job. I mean, that shit's turning her into a straight up dude.
Mhm.
Like, you can't tell.
I keep
There's
forgetting
no.
until he says it. Really, you're right.
Me too. The voice is deep, growing
The
facial
beard.
hair, the beard, the hair. I mean, just the body in general. I mean, the testosterone shots really do a lot.
Shout
That
out to
is
Gabe's
crazy.
doctor.
Like, you could not tell that that used to be a man. That there's no way. It would almost be like I would be inclined to say, "Nah, they're faking."
Well,
That's
I
how
used
good
to
a
be a
job.
chicken.
That's crazy. But okay, so here's Gabe talking into the translator, telling the family that he didn't, he doesn't want to come off as deceitful. He doesn't want to come off as a liar, so he wants to be truthful with them. And I'm trans. I used to be
He
a
said
woman.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
thought you
says
meant
that
the
into the
show
app.
went off. Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me enlarge restream here. The chat agent. I'm like, hello, I'm live. It's fixed. What the hell? As it's
He's still saying, "Is
been
there anything?
lost
Is
in
there
view.
something else I can do for you?"
Last message. I will go ahead and put this chat on hold and blah, blah, blah.
Buddha said, "Yes, he
Okay, let
looks
me.
awesome."
Yeah, that's amazing. What they can do these days with biology. No need. Um, all
That sounds so cool when you're
good.
typing.
Thank you for all of
Pretty fast
your.
typer there.
Oh, that's because I actually learned to type a long time ago.
I still
But
do with like
I
three,
don't do it.
four
I hand
fingers.
pack, but I know where everything is.
Yeah, that's how I am. I don't do it properly. Oh my goodness! I just turned my elbow hit my sound
What
and
the hell? You're kidding, dude. Did that not type?
oh, I'm sure they'll just end the chat. I know you want to be kind.
Yeah.
Just say thank you. I'm
Um.
good.
Yeah. 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 I'm not typing all that.
Well, I did not know
Yeah.
because I got to the point where they were sitting in the room and they were about to go to sleep, and he's like, "We'll tell him tomorrow because it's late." And but they love, he was talking about how they love him for who he is, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm so worried. Like, what's gonna happen?" Did you get to see the parents' reaction?
Yeah, we did. We get to see the parents' reaction. Let's see. In fact, I've got a picture of the parents' reaction. If I could see
I meant
which
to
damn
catch up the
picture
end
it
of that
is.
today, and I totally forgot.
Dude, I put all these pictures in here one at a time. Like, what happens to these things? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so here's the parents.
Oh my goodness!
Literally right after he says that. They're just kind of in this limbo
Like in a
staring mode,
daze,
like,
like what in the world?
okay.
These Americans.
He says, I'm trans. I used to be a woman and I've been a man now for 10 years. I'm trans. And that's literally their reaction.
I
They're
don't.
just like sitting there looking like, What?
I mean, the father, like, really love I can tell he really likes Gabe and he really loves his daughter, like, they want her happy, I can see, but I
Yeah,
just I know with the religion thing, it's tough, but I have good faith, I don't feel like he's gonna be like some of the others, I think they're gonna be okay, but I didn't see it, so Buddha said, "I don't think the father will split them up," even though her parents were shocked, right?
I know. I don't think so either, Buddha. I'm in total agreement with you. I think they like Gabe enough, and he's enough man for her, and they got along. And
They've
at
got
this
kids
point,
already, I mean, 3
yeah,
kids.
yeah. And at this point, you can't tell. That doesn't need to be the first thing that he tells people. But with regards to her family, I see why he wanted nothing to be in the dark because he didn't want anything to come out later. Now that they know, he can just go on and live his life as a man.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now let's put all that in the past and let's move forward. I'm Gabe. I'm marrying Isabel. I love her. Let's do this. The buddy knows, everybody knows that needs to
In
know.
that town.
So now he can just move forward.
Yep.
Look, how about her mom? Is that Aunt Peggy with the vest
Right?
and
Yes,
the
she
hair,
loves the
right?
vest.
Jen's mom, Jen has the cutest aunt that's like in her 80s, but she looks as like almost like this woman.
Yeah, she looks
Like
very young.
really.
I've never seen
Sh-
anything like it. She's looked the same, like, I'm 46 now, and she's looked the same since I was, like, 20.
What is she, Jen? 85?
I can't remember
Something like
exactly,
that. She don't
something
look
in
a
that
day
range,
over 50, 55, 60 years old.
and can get around better than any of us,
Yep.
running up and down the steps and stuff, getting, just like,
And she dresses like that. She's always got a little vest
she's
on and
always ready to go too, like,
yep.
she's like, "Let's go here, go there." Dolly said, "Yeah, they're letting it soak in." Yeah, they
That's
do. They
exactly what
they
they're
look like
doing.
they're, like, trying to process this without making a face that's gonna make him feel bad, right? Like, it was one of
Right.
those, like, "Okay, I'm just gonna have to walk away here and
They are
uh,
straight up
I'm gonna have to go in a
processing.
different room and process this with my real emotions." Next thing
Okay,
you know.
so but they did say show the dad answering back, right? And with the subtitles, and he said, "Okay, I want to know the entire story. Tell me everything."
Oh, okay.
So he didn't blow up. He
Right.
said, "All right, talk to me.
Yeah, that's a
let
good
me know."
dad.
That's a good sign. I like the direction that the conversation's going because the dad is at
Right.
least willing to listen. Tell me everything from beginning to end is what I'm getting from the like basically. So what made you want to become a man? He's probably just
Yeah.
getting into the psyche behind it. Like, okay, well, when did you discover that this was who you really were, and what made you decide to go through and do? He probably just
That
curious like everybody else.
That means he might obviously be accepting of it because he would have already got up, walked away, pushed the table over, and said, "You will not
Yeah.
date my daughter," and blew up, even if they got in with him later on and tried to, talk him down. He seems like he's like, very open minded like that, even though he's very religious. He wanted to know, and I think they did it right. They got
Yeah.
in with the parents. They love Gabe. So now they want to know why instead of it just coming home like, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to marry a transgender guy."
Right. Yeah. And the cool thing is he didn't make it like on her shoulders to tell him. He was it's
Yeah,
me. It's my situation. I'll go ahead and I'll handle that. You know what I mean? So that was a stand up thing to do. And the fact that he's coming clean with it and wanting the parents not to find out in a weird way
yeah,
speaks volumes about who he is as a person.
to them even too.
Right.
Welcome, Renee Revelinski in the
Where have
house,
you been,
in the
stranger?
YouTube house, R&R.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I gotta get my water down.
Oh yeah, let me
Welcome,
take a
Renee
drink.
Revelinsky. How you been, sweetheart? We're just sitting here chit chatting, finishing up talking about Gabe and Isabel, and how it looks like the parents are probably going to accept the fact that he's transgender. They just would feel comfortable knowing the whole story of how all that came about. Probably, you know what I mean. So, and here's my thing. Here's the problem that I have with Isabel. And everybody can't be as blessed as I have to have found their person, because Jen is my person. Doesn't matter that she's a
Oh.
woman, she's my person. And one of the things that solidified that was when we first hooked up. Her family loves me now and I love them, right? But obviously, and not with who you would think, like her immediate, like my mom, but maybe like an uncle or something like. Um, yeah, we need you to come over here and talk to us. And nah, you don't bring her over here. We want you to, and this was wild because initially he liked me, but when he realized that Jen and I were in it for the long haul, he's like, oh hell no. Let me come in, let me talk to you. You know what she did? No. And I'm not putting our business out there, but I'm so proud of her. Even now to this day. No, I'm not doing that. And Jen, and you guys know the history I've told you about Jen. Jen's not that kind of confrontational person. She will kind of go with the flow, but she, well, not now. But Jen was like, and for her to do this then 15 years ago, because we're pushing 15 years now, that was like, what? Jen was like, no, I'm not doing that.
If
I'm
you've
not.
got something to say, we can come
If
together.
I come over there, Dawn's coming with me, and if she's not coming, then I'm not coming.
I've said this before. What ends up
I'm
happening
like,
with
babe, you
Thanks,
go,
Renee. We're
babe.
doing well. It sounds like what these people don't do is they don't set the precedent for how they want their spouse to be treated. So they end up then treating the families treating them how they allow them to be treated. It's like how people will you can allow people to treat you. That's what half of these people do. Like he should not be sitting there, some of these people, while like I keep bringing up Jenny and them because it reminds me of them with this whole like thing, but he allows them to like laugh and make fun of her even behind closed doors. You should
Yeah, I don't
always
like
be
that.
respectful when you speak to your parents. You don't go running them every little thing that you fight about, because they're going to hold on to that.
Right.
And so you want to keep that relationship in a sense as like, okay, this is how I feel about them, and you want them to feel that way. If you're always putting your husband or wife down and not and talking bad about them, your family's going to do that too.
My brother-in-law, okay, well, they're not technically married, but when my mom died and we Jen and I went up there to the funeral, because my mother loves Jen, and she wouldn't have been cool with anybody, switching up on Jen after she died, and my sister knows, but her man pulls me aside because Jen and I went to go get some clothes for the funeral and thought that I was prioritizing Jen over the family. I said, first of all, let me tell you something. That's my partner. Okay. We're together. So where I am, she is. And where she is, I am. And because we went off to the store to go get some clothing because we didn't have appropriate clothing to go to the funeral, we're not going and hanging out at the bar, you know? And yeah, I'm not just going to leave her or have her go over to her family's house. She's with me while my mom died. So I had to do the same thing on her behalf with my family. It's like that's what people do. Now, this is why I'm saying all that. I don't like what Isabel said when she said, and it's her right to do that because I'm not in her situation. I was, but I handled it differently. People are different. People handle shit differently. But it broke my heart to have her say, yeah, if my dad doesn't accept Gabe, I don't know about the future of our relationship. What? So you don't love Gabe?
Yeah, that
Because
would have
that's what that's saying.
that made him probably feel like
You're
not very
supposed to have
confident.
Gabe's back. If your parents
Mhm.
don't like Gabe, then guess what? They're going to always be your parents. Okay?
Mhm.
They can't just, but Gabe will not, he don't belong to you like that. You're not married yet. You could always get divorced. It's not blood related. Your parents are going to be there. Trust that. Trust and believe that. Okay? But for you to now be so willing to, oh well, if they don't like you, then it ain't real. And it makes me question, if she's willing to do that, should he even be in a relationship? As much as I like them, I
Right.
don't like the fact that she was ready to is ready to just give up on him. Possibly,
I
we don't
don't
know.
think that would have really happened if it would have came to it. I don't know what you guys
We'll
think.
see. We'll
I
see.
think
Well,
she was nervous and, like,
yeah.
didn't know what would happen because maybe she's not used to her family being on the other page, but you know what else I think too?
What?
Sounds like she didn't have a very good relationship with the other guy, so maybe the dad's like, ultimately where a lot of families end up, "You know what? As long as she's happy, he treats the kids good, like, why are we
Yeah.
concerned over what gender the
He
man
is
didn't
or
do
was
well
or
at?"
whatever.
Yeah, it's like her ex was like, I don't know exactly, I forget what happened, but
Look,
I
here's the thing. He took the steps to become a man. It'd be different if she was bringing a woman home. You know what I mean? If he hadn't taken the steps to become a man, she might have really caught hell if she brought a chick home. Dad would have really freaked out. But she at least brought somebody home that is a man. I mean, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But I just I was saying that about our relationship and about, those relationships because I thought it would have been cool for her to say something to the effect of, well, I hope my dad really does like him, but if he doesn't, I don't know.
our love is strong or something,
I'm
even if
gonna
she
stick
didn't.
by Gabe and hope my parents come around. You know what I mean? You don't just
Yeah.
throw your relationship away. You're not in bed with with your parents.
How
That's the
old is
one you're going
she?
to bed with. I don't know. I don't
Renee
know.
said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Renee." She said, "That's horrible. I totally understand. I just lost my mom. Her mom died on the 31st of January. Wow,
Oh
that's
wow,
you
honey, I'm
needed that
sorry.
emotional support," she said, and Jen was being your rock.
Yep.
Absolutely. We are there always for each
Yes.
other. And Buddha said, I took it as if she doesn't think for herself. Oh, like, yeah, like if she can't make that
Yeah.
decision. Oh, Shay J, hey, I just
Hey
saw your
Shay.
comment. She said she worked late and on the train home. Well, we're glad you're here. We were running late
Always
too.
glad to see you, sweetie. Always
This
glad to
evening
see you.
was
Welcome. All of you are
crazy.
welcome. I love you guys. Um, I look forward to these conversations because we end up talking about some life shit sometimes.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
not always about the
We get
show.
deep.
So I feel like we got like this little club that we got going on. I don't even care if
Hmm.
anybody else comes in. It's always like us six or seven that are here. And I'm fine with that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I really am. You guys always come every week, and I look forward to talking to you. So I really appreciate that. That's really cool. I love our little group. I would feel weird if somebody else came in here.
Oh
I'm
my
like a
goodness, she's
creature of
shutting
habit.
people out. No more subscribers. That's enough.
That's it. Tuesday takeover is just us few, you know. Um, but yeah, I really believe that if the parents were to reject, I agree with you, Buddha. I don't think that I think she loves Gabe enough to kind of stand up to him. She may not want to, because she didn't say she definitely wouldn't. So I don't have her doing that. You know what I mean? And if she did do it, I don't have Gabe staying there. I see him rolling out and not coming back because he takes shit to heart. And even he's like, that's I get the impression she's not going to want to be with me if her dad don't approve, and I'm not cool with that. So I'm not either. I just pray for him. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. But I think it's going to work out. You think so?
I think so. I really
I
do.
think it's
I
going to work
feel
out.
like I'm feeling a good vibe because I was like, it's either going to go one way or another. If dad gets up and walks away, or the mom starts speaking real fast in Spanish.
It was
And
so cute, the ride in the car. They were talking about Gabe's first time on a horse, and he said I was on the floor, and everybody's laughing. You could tell they get along. It's a
they're a
cool
really cute
dynamic.
family. He gets along with the kids, he gets along with them, he gets along with her and seems respectful. Like I can't see how they would in good conscience, even if they did initially, it'll become a thing like people did with us when they see us strong, even moving to a new town. People were like, what did that lady say that lived behind us? She was like, oh,
She's like, so
different.
you guys have any kids or anything? Because this, looks different.
She was trying to be this nice
It
neighbor, but it was
looks
kind of like the nosy
different.
neighbor, right?
Yeah,
Trying
it
to
is
figure out if we were together.
different. It's
Well,
like two chicks,
people
biracial. We
ultimately
had
kind of
all of that shit
like
going
forgot,
on.
they just see us as a couple that loves each other and we kind of grew on them and
People
became
forget
part of the
it, you
community.
know?
But at first it's like I feel like now that they've gotten to know him, it's too good of a thing they got going to say, "Oh, because you used to be a woman, now we can't have you." Like the
Right.
only thing that would be that strong would be religion, but a lot of people even in religions don't aren't as, can't judge you because they allow that to be to the God or Jesus or whomever they believe in.
That's the only one that can judge, honestly. Um, but yeah, so
And Judge Judy,
hopefully,
I think.
we will keep
Just kidding.
Judge Judy.
God is my only judge.
So we got Chris and Jamie. Oh, I still didn't correct Chris. It's all right. The show gonna be over, and I still didn't put the K on there.
You got Gabe
Chris
too.
and Jamie. Huh? I
Big
know, Gabe. I
Gabe.
forgot.
I like your names better. I think these should be their names. That way we can't get copyright. We're not
Come
really talking
on.
about
What
them.
is this damn chat person? This is the chat person that won't go away. What the hell? I'm good.
They end the chat on me before, like, I'll be at work sometimes trying to
If
chat
there's
with
anything
Walmart.
else I can help you, yeah, you can let me finish my goddamn live stream. You can use some troubleshooting
Shooting.
here.
Oh, it's just a canned response, it sounds
Okay.
like.
Yeah, it might not even actually be a person.
I don't ever see that at the where the soups and stuff are. Do they ever see one that says response?
Okay.
Canned response? Okay, I'll stop now.
Thank you.
This isn't a
All right.
comedy show.
Appreciate. Oh yeah, let's laugh.
Um,
I appreciate you! Exclamation point.
yes, we
All right.
appreciate you, Mr. Chat Person. Like, I can't even get them. I was saying, like, I'll be chatting with Walmart and I don't hear the little ping go off because I'll get like a work call or something. And next thing I know, it's like, sorry, are you still there? Are you still there? And they just end it. Your guy just like hung on. I'm surprised he wasn't going to be there tomorrow
For
morning.
dear life,
Are
right?
you sure you don't need more help?
All of a sudden, my phone. I get a
Yeah.
little alert.
Good morning. Do you need more help?
All right.
Oh,
And
Buddha
is
said,
that
I
going?
love the glamping scene. Chris and Jamie might be the shocker couple and stay together. I feel way differently this week. You are right.
I do too. I really do. I loved it. I love the proposal. I'm definitely down with that tent. I can't remember. Does anybody know the name of that? Because Jen and I were trying to
I
remember. We
thought it
saw
was
that
like
on a
Yeti or
HGTV
something.
Yeti, something like that's a microphone, ain't it?
Oh,
No, but I think you're right. I think
a
it
cup.
sounds a lot like that. It might be Yeti or something like
It
that.
felt
But
like it started with a Y, but I was like, I think, what's her name? Chris figured out that she really loves her.
yeah, I do too. Especially the way she stuck by her.
It's
And she
almost like
said,
she hit her with everything she possibly could to get the girl to run away, and she's still there.
right. She said like when she was laying in the bed and she's like, you kept taking care of me and you wouldn't allow me to she was like, you took there it is, you took care of me and you wouldn't allow me to get up and you made me eat, and she took care of her. That's how the episode started. She was still in bed, but she nursed her back to health. She was making sure she ate and took care of herself. So yeah, Chris is like, yeah, I'm gonna lock that down.
Buddha said it's called glamping, and Renee said at first I thought it might be storyline, but now I think they are the real deal. Yeah, definitely. Like I thought, and then when she said she didn't have to go to the court date, Buddha must have got a hold of her and told her that she can do it over
Yeah.
Zoom call or something.
Yep.
She finally heard us.
Yeah, because that's what she was doing on the phone. She was talking to somebody, and they said, "Yeah, it looks like we're gonna try to get the court thing done without you." So that's a really cool um, setup they've got there. Now, I'm glad she didn't eat any of that meat that was on the that blood. She was like it was blood sausage or something. I'm like, hell no, you couldn't pay me to eat dead flesh. I don't care what it is. Because that's all it is dead flesh. But anyway, that's a whole nother stream on a whole nother Monday.
Doing the
Come to
wrong
Meatless
day.
Monday, y'all.
Mhm. What have you
Buddha's been
meatless?
coming and hanging out with us at Meatless
Yeah,
Monday.
we
Come
had.
on. Janetta, we miss you over there at Meatless Mondays.
Mhm.
Y-
Definitely join
Yeah.
us.
Come on
We
over and
we
hang
had a
out. Jen's been having
96-year-old
guests.
in guy there. Next week we have Vivica. It'll be here on April 3rd, I think it is.
I thought it was Vivica
She's
A. Fox. She's like, nah.
a wish, right? With my 80 subscribers.
I'm like, whatever happened to her?
I don't know, but if she's vegan, maybe I can get her on.
But yeah, I thought this was a good scene. They really, really looked so cute together. And the fact that Chris got down on that one knee and, re-proposed to her. She really went off, guys, didn't she?
Yeah.
She lost it. She was like, oh, of course I will marry
It
you.
like took all that other stuff that was going on right out of her brain, and it was
Yep.
like all that she saw was this what I'm like, they're
I could
basically just
live in
getting
that
to know
thing.
each other. Me too. I really like it. I bet it's got a lot of sunlight coming in.
And it's got hardwood floors. I love that thing. I mean,
We
really.
need to go glamping then.
Yeah, let's go
This
glamping.
ain't no tent like we've ever had.
We keep saying that we're going to go camping and we never do. We got to do that. We love doing stuff like that. So,
When
yeah,
did
we
they
got
get
to
a
make time.
dog?
I know. I thought that was a little dog down there. Well, wait a minute. Did she always have a dog? No, yeah. Didn't she
I don't
bring in a dog
remember.
the other week?
Oh, okay. Was it? All
I
thing I
think
remember is Patrick bringing that dog home.
somebody came in with a dog. I think it was Jamie came in with
Okay.
a little puppy or something
I don't know. I
to
must have missed that.
welcome Chris in the town or whatever. That was a little gift to her.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
I missed it,
Hopefully,
doggone it.
hopefully these two will work out their differences with Chris's, shortcomings, all the stuff she's got going on, and they can get by it. I'm curious to find out what's going to happen with this next situation because that's not over. That's not the last we've heard of this neck pain. That's not the last time she's going to be hung out in the bed and can't get up. So I hope that doesn't put a strain on their relationship, which most likely it will, but hopefully it won't. And she can get the help that she needs. And if she does get that operation, hopefully, because Jamie has proven to be somebody who will stick by her and
Will
take
care
care of
for
her.
her. Yeah, it probably is going to be a long process with that kind of thing.
Yep.
Well, she said it would be,
So,
right? Buddha said,
yeah.
I would have thought Chris would be more understanding of Jamie not telling her parents than she was. You can't force acceptance. Yeah, that's true. And she knows her parents, and sometimes I think sometimes she's right. People react better than you think you will, but she's like totally not even hasn't
Yep.
even told them she's like lesbian, much less getting married. So
And check
she's
this out. That hasn't stopped her from living her life. She's still with you, isn't she?
yeah.
So the hell with what mom's saying, what mom would say. She's apparently adult enough to go on and live her life regardless.
I think she doesn't want that to be torn or that guilt that she's going to put on her based on that. So she's trying to just get this part over with and be like, well, I'm already married, so nothing you can do. Like, you can't stop me. I already
Right,
did it.
right.
I'm already legally married. Sorry, mom. I'm done.
Already got hitched.
Right.
So,
And
yep.
she said she had a problem telling her parents. Remember, she used to sneak off to another town and stuff just to be herself. So, like you said, Buddha, she finally rethought about it. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
Hmm. Debbie and Osama. Say it for us,
Osama.
Jen. Osama.
Osama. Man, you should have told me. I mean, you took something from me. I need to feel secure. I need to get this trust. When I got on that camel, my whole life changed.
Yo, y'all have no idea. Jen is funny as shit. I'm telling you, she will have you in stitches. Oh my god.
Like he was really like trying to make up for what he did because he saw that money going out the like
That's
door.
one of the things that hooked our asses up. She used to crack me up at work all the time.
Buddha said, "I love Debbie on the camel." Yes, she gave me
She
life.
went ballistic. Woohoo! Riding cowboy!
I,
She had the hat shaking. And look, Osama, I tell you what, if he was trying to you know, cut ties with her, it's things like that that attracted him to Debbie to begin with.
I actually like believed him
I
a
did
little
too.
bit. She
He
said, "You're
said,
so
I like
silly."
her because she's crazy, and I like her because I'm crazy too. Like
Yeah, it's
when he
like
was trying to get rid of her, he's like, you know what am I doing? As old as she is, she's my partner,
this
man.
is like a
I get
roller
down with this
coaster,
old
man.
shit.
I'm like, I hate him. Then I was like, oh, maybe he does like her, and then I hate him because I feel like he's lying. And he just said to her, "I would if I would have told you, you wouldn't have come over here." And then he's like, "That was a miscommunication," but he said it. So I'm like, I feel like something is. I think he's a little like having that same culture thing going on that the rest of them are. But I do think he genuinely likes her. I don't know if he's like,
In love with her, but he likes
yeah,
her.
he really
She
does.
looks. I like that outfit
Renee
she's got
don't
on.
believe it.
Huh?
Dolly said, "I don't think Osama will marry Debbie," and Renee agrees and said, "I don't believe he loves her." I still don't believe
Yeah, you know what?
yeah, I know.
I
He's
think he
bamboozling
genuinely
me.
likes hanging out with Debbie, and you could tell he was cracking up the entire time she was screaming and hollering. But I think you guys are right. I think he's. I don't see him marrying her, and I feel bad for her because she thinks that he has made a change and turned around, and he's gonna nah. He likes
Yeah,
you.
maybe it was a miscommunication for years that you were coming
Yeah.
over there and he allowed you to pack up your whole thing. I'm sure at some point you talked about living there with him, and that's the thing that makes me not believe it. But then I guess because I channeled my inner Debbie, I started to get bamboozled myself. Renee said they're friends. I think they're friends. Yeah, and
That's exactly what I think, Renee. I think they're really good friends. I think Osama thinks she's adorable and is taken with her, but I don't think he's into her like that. And
Buddha said, "I think when I saw that, I was like, that's why Osama likes her." Yep.
yeah, because she's crazy and he's crazy too.
That poor
So that's pretty
camel.
cool. Dude, she if Debbie had a fallen off of their girl,
You'd
I would
been
have been in the
rewinding it for an
floor.
hour.
I would have been in the because she was the way she was hooping and hollering and squiggling all around. She almost busted her ass. She almost fell off of that thing,
Right?
and she started going
She's like, "It's
to
very
Osama.
wobbly."
It's like a teeter tottering on something that's unstable.
Buddha's crazy. She said Debbie made me want to ride a camel on the beach. I'm gonna do it on TikTok one day. We'll definitely tag us in that.
Right? We got to see that. What's up with this clapper? Have you guys heard of clapper?
Is it a camel?
No, apparently
A
there's
light
a
thing?
US based TikTok that is trying to compete with TikTok because they're talking about banning TikTok, and it's called Clapper. I don't know if it's US based or not actually, but it's another service that is like apparently it is a carbon copy of TikTok.
Huh.
So yeah, I'm gonna look it up and see what's
She said
happening with it.
Dolly said, "Didn't Debbie fall off a donkey?" Remember
Did
the
she?
clapper, the thing where you could do that and your lights will turn on and off?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe you can, and your live stream will come on or something.
Buddha hasn't heard of it.
Okay, I'm gonna
I've
look it
heard of
up.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse was. Look
Interesting.
how old Clubhouse is already. That was the new
Hmm.
thing at one point. But yeah, so Osama is. I don't know what's gonna happen with these two because he's gonna have to come clean that he don't plan on marrying her, and she is not gonna take it well. I don't even want to see it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to see it. I'm gonna look at it, of course, but I don't even want to see her get all disappointed all over again. But one thing about it though, I'm kind of glad that it did happen because now she doesn't have blinders on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now she's kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. She's giving him a chance, but she's treading lightly.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like,
definitely
okay,
guarded a little bit
yep.
better now.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we'll see. He's saying all the right stuff, but he's already put it out there now about her going home, about them not really getting married. So she's like, okay, we'll see what happens. And at least if it does happen, or he says no, I can't marry you, it won't be a huge like shock for her.
Right. What is going on in the chat here? So what is she did she do that in a previous episode, or when did Debbie fall off the donkey? Or is this a preview? Or is it a joke? Is it real? Do you remember her falling off a donkey?
Uh-uh.
I bet she felt like an
She
ass.
fell off the wagon.
I don't know. What does she get on this kick about riding all the animals there? I'm so curious. I guess we'll find out. But Debbie and Osama, I felt so terrible for her when like it felt like she was like a kid that found out Santa Claus wasn't real or something.
Yeah.
Like Osama, what? Like, oh, it'll be in a later episode. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Let me ride that donkey, donkey.
Did I make one for? I thought I did. I made a Johan and
Yeah, I think I saw you flash it up earlier by mistake. Maybe it was last week. I'm thinking of. I forgot what happened with them, or did I even see it?
oh well, I don't know what happened, but I must have deleted it by accident. But anyway, so Johan, let's see, where's she at? Where's she at? Where are you? Okay, let's talk about these two.
Yeah, they are.
Last couple.
Here
I
we go.
don't know what Danielle's problem is, but I don't like her.
Mhm.
I don't like her at all.
And
You should have heard me in here yelling and
I
screaming.
heard
What
you.
not, Jen?
Yes, I was in another room and heard. Mhm.
I started yelling over to Jen. I was like, Jen, can you believe this biatch?
She don't like the way. Well, I know you don't like the way she speaks to him because I feel like relationships should be respectful, and he's not raising his voice at her like that.
We never see, I started to call him Osama. We never see Johan raising his voice at Danielle. First of all, what was the issue with him driving the packages home? You know, first of all, we know that you've left the country
Mhm.
because you owe everybody and their mother
Right.
money and you
And stop
skip out
acting
on
like
your
you
rent.
don't do nothing wrong.
Right,
It's holier than
like
thou.
holier than thou. She skips out on her rent and all that kind of old garbage. So yeah, I'm giving up my life to come to. Yeah, you're giving up your debt is what you're doing. Because if you
Yeah.
had it going on and had the money, your ass would be staying there and your lying ass would be bringing Johan to the States like you promised you were going to do.
And
So let's let go of the fact that she lied about that. But now she's got control issues. This chick, I don't like the way she tells the confessional that, Johan is not emotionally mature, and it's not going to fly if he thinks he's going to speak to her in the manner that he's speaking to her. The other week when she told him, when I'm speaking you need to keep quiet or shut up or something, I was done.
yeah, I'm gonna catch up the chat real quick. Danielle just brought 10 suitcases through the airport. And she
And
said
expected him to read her
she
mind.
tries to belittle him, Buddha said, yeah. And Dolly said no one likes Danielle. And I agree there. And Buddha said,
Thank you.
Dolly, I don't think I haven't read a lot on them, but I'm gonna have to look into like what people are saying. I can only imagine it would have been more hilarious had Johann Buddha said taken off with her 10 bags and left her on the side. Yeah, or just took
Because
off and knocked the
basically
bags all over the road. Even worse.
on purpose, right? So she comes into the scene saying, "Yeah, Johan doesn't know that I have 10 bags." And then she's like, "Okay, pissed at him because he's rented the same car that he didn't know you were bringing freaking new half of New York City with you."
And he said that it's because he was afraid that the other people, I noticed this from like in other countries, people are very, and over here as well, but like they're very what do you call it, conscious of what other people think. Like it's very like, oh, you know, a man should be driving, the woman shouldn't be driving with the bags. I guess it's kind of like opening the door for a woman or something over here, right? Like that seemed to
I
be.
don't like the way she's like, "I have more experience driving than you know who reminded me of? Remember and y'all know who I'm talking about, Emily and Kobe? That same shit.
Yeah.
He wanted to drive and she's like, "No, I've got more experience than you. You're not driving. It's my
Yes, I
car.
remember another one
It's
that kinda
my
talked to him
car."
like a dog.
Yeah. And Danielle and Johan here remind me literally to the T of Emily and Kobe
She talks to him like
because she
she's his
talks to him.
parent, not like his
Yes.
woman.
And that man can crush her. Okay. Not that he would put his hands on her, but she literally, her breasts come up to his pelvic area.
He could
His
pick her
pelvic
up.
area
Why
is
not
where
just,
breasts are.
picking her up by the ear or something?
I'm like, you better stop talking to that man like that, girl, before he lose his temper one day and like take his finger and just pluck you to the other side of the room.
You know, like, you ever watch, like, what is it? Like, maybe, I don't know, pictures, like, or stories where they have, like, the big giant and they pick the person up, like, between their two fingers?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. He's just gonna he's
Sure, her legs are dangling, like, all right, you can drive.
one day he's gonna just do like one of these.
Hmm.
Go ahead over to the other side of the room. You're getting on my nerves. It's like, why are you talking to him like that? He's a grown ass man. She's always challenging him. It's like she wasn't 5 minutes off the plane before she was in his ass about something. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's
It's
like,
a
come on,
constant fight.
Danielle.
Buddha
Yeah. And
said,
it's
"How
like
much
nobody wants
y'all
to
want to
see that.
bet?" Most of these bags are filled with oils. She's trying her best not to look
And
like the wicked
candles and shit,
witch
right?
that she is.
Candles and dream catchers and
Right, all kind of like
incense.
whimsical things instead of like clothes.
Wait a minute, hold up. Some of those little books that she reads, mantras, you name it. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
trust you me, I do yoga and meditation. So got no problem with the whole namaste and some incense and some candles. But we even have a sage in here. I don't burn that all the time, but yeah, I'll burn some sage. You know what I mean?
I
Get
don't
rid of those
burn it.
evil spirits. Yeah, Jen don't she don't get down with that,
That
but
thing looked like a
I'm
big
like
joint.
but as far as what she does, like she's into some straight up witchcraft shit.
Yeah.
Like how are you gonna make money? I'm gonna manifest it. You better manifest a job. If
Right.
that's how you mean you're
Let's
gonna
go in
manifest it.
order, right? You got to
Yeah,
do
you better
something.
manifest some trading some stocks or some working
Yeah.
somewhere. What do you mean? It's just it ain't gonna
Buddha's
fall out
giving
of the
you
sky.
laughy faces.
I'm saying she needs to manifest a vehicle to make that money. That money ain't just gonna pop out of thin air because she burnt a few candles.
Right.
You
She
know what
needs
I
to take
mean?
some type of action towards that commitment or towards that
Right.
manifestation, right?
But I don't like the way she speaks to him and the whole
No.
challenging of the car. No, you're not driving. I'm gonna drive because they're my packages. He should have let her drive, and then if they had fallen off, okay, you pick them up.
Right.
I put them up there. I told you I knew what I was doing. I had them secure. You want to drive
This
so goddamn bad. You pick them up and put them back up
There
on the
was a
top.
way to say it. Hey, KT in the house.
KT baby,
Now the gang is
what's
complete. You got
up?
Buddha, Dolly, Renee, Shay J,
Janetta and
Janetta,
KT.
KT, rounding it out. Um,
Only one missing is Ro.
did I
Ro
say
hasn't been
Renee?
in. Yeah, you
Did
said
I just
Renee.
say Dolly? Did I say Dolly? I don't
You
know.
said Dolly.
I'm tired. Okay.
The
I
crew
feel
is
like I
all
was missing
here.
somebody.
The 7-year champs are here. Y'all
Oh,
ever see
oh,
Stomp the
J.
Yard?
Crew in the house.
Yes, yes, yes. But
I saw it.
oh man, huh?
I'm doing the stepping.
She's doing the stepping. Stomp the Yard, baby. I love
Oh,
that movie.
stomping. Is it stomping?
Hey, has anyone
We miss you
watched?
too.
Huh? I know we miss you, baby.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
they talking about the other thing. Oh, okay. Fine, fine. Nah, I'm only kidding. Anybody checked out Brother Husbands yet?
Oh my goodness. I haven't. Okay,
I
Dolly,
did.
you heard
They
me.
only they only have one episode. I went on ahead and checked it out yesterday. Seeking brother husband, and we knew, didn't we, ladies? We knew it was only a matter of time before they were going to come out with that stuff. I think, didn't we talk that up?
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked that up. It's like I'm surprised they don't have brother husbands.
Yeah.
And it didn't take TLC long to throw that shit together. They listen to these channels. Trust and believe that.
Yeah.
Um, man, that's some look. The funny thing about it is the original husbands seem like they are okay with what's going on, but the new ones, the ones that have been brought on to add to the original, are the ones
That
I was gonna sneeze, are the ones that are having an issue with the wife now wanting a third mate.
Renee
Because
said,
these women,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, she said she started watching it and it was okay.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm curious. Elisa and Tiger and what's the first guy? Vincent. Vincent, I think. No, Vincent was with the other lady that was with the other dude. Vincent and I don't know, but you know who I mean. That original lady that looks like Patti LaBelle from back in the day, right? Um, Tiger, and Devontae or something like that. I can't remember. Is that Vincent? Anyway,
We have a
but
couple more comments. Buddha said, I have. I love it. Dolly said, I checked it out, but not impressed. But Renee said, I'll continue to watch it, however. And then Renee said,
that's
the worst one was MILF Manor, and I watched that one completely. So did we. And it was
we
terrible
watched
the whole
MILF
time. We're
Manor.
like,
I
I
didn't
can't
even
even
want to
believe
admit
this
it.
is a show. And I kept watching it. I was like, oh, new MILF Manor. I'm going to put it on.
I know.
It
I
was
didn't even
so
want to admit
out
it.
there. I couldn't help myself. But it was
Mothers and their sons. Well,
Carl,
what could
Kenya,
have
and
been worse
Tiger.
is the mothers messing around with their sons. Thank God they didn't go there
Oh
with
my
that.
goodness, no. No, I would have turned it
Yeah.
off. Buddha said Carl, Kenya, and Tiger.
That's what it was, Carl. Carl, Kenya, and Tiger. You go,
Just in
Buddha.
case you
Thank you.
Kenya remember, get it?
She met Tiger at a party because it was a Halloween party. He was dressed up like Tiger Woods or something like that. But Tiger is not happy camper. Tiger is not Tiger Jen, because Jen didn't see it yet. Tiger is the second guy. And she was married to Carl for like, what was it, like 15, 20 years? And then they bring Tiger in,
Oh.
and she's been with him 10 years. And he's actually been living with the two of them for 5 years, and they share a bedroom. And the original husband's like, okay, I'm cool with it. I need my alone space. And he's adopted to her. He said, yeah, I was jealous at first, but I got used to it, and now I'm cool with having my own space. But it couldn't be me, man. I could not be in one room while my original wife is in there getting it
No,
on
that's
with
crazy.
another
People
dude.
just
It's
get
like,
into that kind of stuff. I guess we'll
woo,
never understand because we are not in that headspace at all, right? Like,
I don't get that. And what is going on that now they need a third?
yeah.
I'm like, you got two men. Like, what the hell? What are you gonna do with three three men.
Right.
I started to say something else. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you need that many toys, get some dildos. Okay? Like, what is going on? Why do you need that many men in your life? And not to mention the fact that, men can be just as catty as women sometimes, and then you're gonna have three on one then. They'll get together and start talking about your ass, and then don't let them decide. I wonder, here's the question. Okay, fine. I think I'm gonna have me another one on the side too.
Oh,
Suppose
right. They
they
never do
decide that,
that. Like I thought the
yeah,
women never hook up on sister wives, but then it's like because it's such a religious thing. But now I'm wondering if it wouldn't happen because this isn't religion based, as from what I understand.
I tell you what, that's what Kenya needs. That's what Kenya needs Tiger to do. Tiger, okay, you know what? I give up. It seems like you're hell bent on getting this third guy. I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and do me.
What's the difference?
So
Like, why do they add on more? What I don't understand that, but I don't, I guess I have to learn more about the show. Renee said I don't understand why they don't rotate. Oh, Dolly said I don't care about mothers and sons, right? And Buddha said Tiger got his nerve being jealous. He don't want to play in the morning no more. Let Kenya have some fun. Dolly said,
right.
has anyone checked out Extreme Sisters? It's crazy. And Buddha said it can get boring sometimes, Renee. It's awesome to get to know other people. And I was thinking, oh, that's right. I was like, I want to start watching that, but we got to catch The Bachelor. I got to watch the end of it since he, um,
She always predicts. She has what? How many years running now? A good 7 or 8 years, Jen. You
mhm,
have been predicting who he was gonna pick,
within the
and always
first two
gets it right.
weeks,
Yep. Sometimes within the
first,
first
as
night.
soon as they look at each other, it's creepy. I
Matchmaker
could be a
Jen.
matchmaker. Maybe that's a. I'm gonna
MMJ.
change my channel.
Have not seen Extreme Sisters, but I will check that
Yeah, I'll
out.
check it out. That sounds
But
cool.
yeah, this brother husband, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna continue to watch that because now that I've watched the first show, I've got a vested interest in seeing what happens with these people. The one girl, her that's married to Mike, and his mom's got an issue with it, and so she ran over to her mother. Do her and her mother not look like twins from another mother? You know what I'm saying? Twins from a same mother, like,
Yeah,
which
I
would be
gotta
the
see them.
grandmother.
I'm saying yeah, like
Like,
I know.
the mother legit looks like an older version of the daughter, which is what she's supposed to look, but it looks like the same woman has aged. Like they look that much alike. It's creepy. But yeah, she's like, Mom, his mother doesn't like it. And even her mother was saying, well, why do you need somebody else beside your husband? But Mom was smart. She was like, yeah, well, you know what? I'll tell you what, meet him on neutral turf. Come here. That way she's got some backup. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She's got her mom there. He's got his mom. And she's not sitting there trying to fight this game by herself. She's got her own mother for backup.
It just reminds
But
me of the other show though. It was like I felt like I was saying that the other day, the first like sister wives and stuff. It always gets messy when they bring in the third, fourth, fifth because it seems like
that third
they
wheel.
start to like the new person and then everybody's it reminds me, what were we watching that time when the guy got the third wife and we had found out that the second wife, the very first wife, left him when he got with this second wife, and now he's kind of bored with her, so he's going for the second one. I forget what that show was.
Seeking Sister
Was it
Wives,
sister?
wasn't
It
it?
was like the newer one.
It
Yeah.
was Seeking Sister Wives,
Oh,
yeah.
Buddha said Love is Blind is here in Washington State, y'all. Oh, that's where you are, right?
Oh, I thought
Cool.
I saw that there was a new season coming up.
What else did we just
Did it
say?
already start, Buddha? So
She
listen,
did.
I'm saying brother wives. These guys are
Other
having the
wives.
what I call it, brother wives, brother husband.
I
Oh
was
my
saying
God,
it
they're
though. I
gay,
was like,
right?
right.
Brother
They're gonna
wives.
be all over the place. I'm like, we can't get a like
My husband, girl,
a gay or
brother
lesbian
wives.
married at first sight or something, but we're getting all these like people with 10 husbands and wives.
Look, they have the eight. What I say, Jen, yesterday? They have the HSIMN. Wait a minute.
She said it did, and they're acting a plumb fool. Wow.
HSIMNLS
Oh,
or
yeah.
IMNTSNTS. Holy shit, I'm no longer the new shiny toy syndrome.
That's definitely
That's what
brother
the
husband.
second husbands have.
Mhm.
You mean I'm not the new shiny? I think their ego is bruised.
Yeah.
They thought they were the end all be all. Wow, this woman loves me so much that she was willing to step outside her marriage and force him to bring me in. She wanted me so bad. Okay, great. I
Yeah.
must, my shit don't stink, right?
Uh-huh.
But now it's like, what? You want somebody besides me?
Right.
I thought I was the end all be all.
Yeah, I love the acronym.
You like almost like I'm the new guy. What do you
Mhm.
mean you need a newer guy? You're
Right.
done with me now? Now you know how it feels to be the original guy.
I don't feel like the brother husbands are gonna be what are they gonna like you know how the girls were like going shopping and stuff and talking about their kids. I mean, what is the brother husbands gonna be like in the man cave hanging out? Like, I want you
Yeah,
all to get
that's what they do.
along. I
That
want
that
you
is
all to be
actually what they do.
friends. Your
No, seriously, that's what
oh
they
my
do.
goodness. That's like having
They
like
like
live-in
become buddies
buddies.
and friends and shit. That's what's happening on the show. They
How
like will become like best
well, how
friends.
far different is it from what we watched last week when Osama or not Osama, Mahmoud wouldn't even let her you can't even meet the friends. Was that him? He's like, "You can't even go near my friends, much less he's gonna have a brother living in with him." I'm gonna, mute
Yeah,
for a
don't
moment.
ask
I gotta
about them
go
or
check my
anything.
food real quick.
Yeah, don't ask
Thank you.
about. You know what? It's getting late, isn't it? Because I forgot we didn't start this thing till like damn near 9 o'clock. Uh-oh, phone's dying. Yep, 10 o'clock. Um, but yeah, man, that show is that's gonna be something to watch. That's gonna be something to watch. The one, what's the one couple, the biracial couple that had the guy and the girl, and then the black dude that came in that's got the daughters. And he said, hell no. You need somebody else besides me. Listen, this was weird to begin with, but you need somebody else now. I'm out. Because I don't know where I fit in this shit here. I don't know that I can do this. These guys are not having it. They're not taking it like the women did. Because men, that's an ego thing, man. So I'm surprised the original husbands are, oh yeah, come on in, man. The original husbands know they got it solidified. They're not going anywhere. So, but the new guys, they're the ones that are having a problem. But anyway,
Some people think Vincent wants his brother husband, Buddha said, and I laughed.
he does. He wants that guy back in the house. Hey, how you doing, man? How you been? Missed you. Does he not remind you of Paul Walker from Fast and Furious? Rest in peace. He kind of reminds me of him, just like with a ponytail or long hair or something. I'm like, is that Paul Walker?
I feel like
It
I'm
can't
just gonna have to quit my job to watch all these shows. It's too much to catch up
be.
on, and I keep going to sleep halfway through because I'm so tired by the time I start watching it on the replay. Buddha said
Shout
he
out
yeah.
to the Bachelorette. We got another black
Bachelorette.
Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah,
The second one in history, Charity.
Charity. What do you guys think of her?
Has anybody been
I
watching The
think she was
Bachelor?
so sweet.
I did too. They couldn't wait to make her the Bachelorette. They like made her the Bachelorette in the middle. The season wasn't even over, and she's already dating.
Maybe they did it for charity.
Ah!
Oh, I'll be here all week. All right. I thank you for having me just in case I'm running in there for my potato when you're
No,
wrapping it
I'm
up.
getting ready to shut it down. I don't want to keep everybody too late because I know people got to work and all of that stuff. So I got to get up early too and check these companies in the stock market. Speaking of American Dream Trading, Coach Chad Christian over there. I will put the link in the description if you guys ever want to learn about stock trading. We've been posting on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all over the place, just as a group, just posting about this group, this magnificent organization that you can come be a part of and get a membership. And you know what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to trade stocks, American Dream Trading is the place to come do it. Trust and
Love
believe.
them.
It's like a family over there. Yeah, they're really, really
Great group of
amazing. You guys
people.
should check it out. I'll put the link in the comments. And the cool thing is, weekdays you can just check him out from 9 to 12, and then we got from 9 to 12 he goes live and does stock trading, and he will give you tips. And he is funny as hell. You guys would love it, even if you just put it on while you're at work. You know what I mean?
I
But
could,
you'll
but I'm not a
see.
trader.
Aren't you funny?
Buddha said, "Let's get JJ to 15,000 subscribers this year. Don't
Whoop,
forget
whoop,
to hit the
whoop,
like
whoop.
button and subscribe to become a member of the J Crew." I love the J
Thank you,
Crew. I
babe.
love you guys. Thank you.
The J Crew is where it's at, baby. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all of you so much. Renee Revelinsky, Buddha, 10,020,000.
J Crew, you.
um, Dolly Bush. Thank you, Janetta, KT, Shay J. Thank you guys so much for
Renee.
being here. I appreciate you. Huh?
Did you say Renee?
Yeah, Renee Revelinsky.
Why am I? What is going
I
on?
always have to
I
say
think
the
I'm
very
getting
first
old.
one.
I
Did
keep
I miss
forgetting.
anybody?
I feel like
Buddha 1000, Renee Rolinsky, Dolly
KT,
Bush,
Janetta.
KT, Janetta,
I think we
um,
might have gotten everyone,
Shay
right?
J, and maybe one day Ro will spin through and say hi to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we miss you, Ro, wherever you're at.
Some people may catch the replay, like, sometimes when we
Yeah,
run later, that's what, some people can join, but, we could just go ahead and do it from, like, 9 in the morning until 9 at night, then we'd be sure everyone could join.
we could do it all day
Mhm, yeah,
long.
Dolly had to tell me earlier, she heard me call the name, I felt like I missed everyone, and we got them all, I think.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you so much. And I will be here, same bat time, same bat channel next week. And hopefully Restream will have their shiznit together and we can get started on time. But you guys have a fantastic week. Have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you Monday, and then we can chit chat about the crazies over at 90 Day, and tack on a couple more conversations about some of the other shows. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section, because I still go back and read the comments even after we've gone. So yeah, go ahead and stick it in the comment if it's some other show you want us to comment
We
on
love you,
and
J
share our
Video
thoughts.
Reacts. We love you, Dawn.
Aw, I love you, baby. Thank you for being the best co-host in the world. All
I don't know about that, but thank you.
right, guys. Have a good night. Everybody get some
Have a
rest.
good
Take care of each
evening.
other.